Hello everyone and welcome back to Crick Zenify. So here the IPL season is kicking off and we are just about a week away from the start. And well, let me tell you, by this time there would already be the first match between RCB and SRH, which would have kicked off and it would be going on. So well, today we are here for the preview of the two teams, the two finalists, RCB, who will be coming in as the defending champions, and then the Punjab Kings, who made it to their finals after 2014. Well, just to give you a preview, a quick preview, both these teams have retained most of their players. We do not see it often with both these teams, where once they're coming into the auction, they would have very less headaches, or they would have very less positions to fill in. This is for the first time, which is a surprise for their fans as well. But let me tell you something, to sit on that position where you do not have to do a lot tells you that the team that they had built in the mega auction. So, well, let's just quickly start. And with me, I have, as you know, who's always been in Sports Zenify podcast, that is Pratik Bhai. He's been a regular face in our podcast. And after that, you would have also seen Veer, the young dynamite of our Sports Zenify, who's joining in all the way from Delhi. So I'll quickly first go to Veer first. Tell us about RCB. How do you think what changed for them in the previous season?
See, RCB is a team. Obviously, they're entering the tournament as defending champions, and this is something really special for the fans and even the team that is giving them the confidence that we are going towards the tournament as the defending champions, and we have to try our best to defend it as good as possible. In the mini auction, we saw that they have bought certain players like Venkatesh Iyer, Jacob Duffy, the number one T20 ranked bowler, Jordan Cox as well, Mangesh Yadav, and certain other domestic players. So I am looking forward to the cricket that they're playing and maybe how Venkatesh Iyer can redeem himself after a disaster season in KKR last year.
Well, yes, that is rightly put down that they got some very good buys coming into the auction in 2026. Now, I'll quickly go to Pratik Bhai. Before I ask about Punjab Kings, I would like to know from you, because you yourself closely observe the culture of the teams. So what exactly do you think changed for both these teams that, coming into this season, they retained most of their players? And do you think that the cultural shift that they brought in changed the way the season went ahead for both these teams?
Yes, as we can see, the dynamics of T20I cricket shifted from 2022, 23, and 24, where teams started to play aggressively from the ball number one. So RCB and Punjab Kings, the mega auction at 2025, and both the teams have picked their strongest squads ever, I could say. I mean, all the batters are aggressive from the opening partnership. Both the teams, you can say Punjab as well. Both the young openers are really destructive. And where you come to the RCB part, one experienced guys with the explosiveness. They have explosiveness in the middle order with Rajat Patidar and Jitesh Sharma. Again in the death as well, where you get Tim David and Romario Shepherd. This explosive batting literally changed the dynamics of IPL cricket, and you know when to use the impact player correctly. Yeah. I mean, RCB had a very good options of Yash Dayal was there, Suyash Sharma was there. Even sometimes they have used Devdutt Padikkal as well. So those are the things I would feel that they have their perfect 12. The IPL now, it is not depends on probable 11 or perfect 11. It is perfect 12. So this time as well, even both the teams can play their same squad which they played in the last final. Both the teams can just take that squad and play in this next season as well. And for RCB, I have one more thing, that now they don't have the pressure. In previous year, when they got the good squad, they have good batting, good bowling, but always there should be the pressure to win the tournament. And after these 18 years, RCB has finally won the tournament. So this season, I would say they will be more free, or they can play more aggressively. Even we can see from the top order, where Virat Kohli mostly has the anchor role, or even Phil Salt goes for aggressive. Both can start with the aggressive role this time, and even we can see the prime RCB back, who was posting 250, 260 totals. Every time they play, the pitch conditions also favors them. Just a little bit concern in the bowling, but all good. They have done pretty well in this auction as well.
Well, that was actually very well summarized. That where exactly the strengths came in for both these teams who were known not as such as a consistent team or a team that would always have those consistent selection or consistent performances. But what we saw in last season was the core that they had built, the team that they had from the top, be it in terms of their batters or be it in terms of their bowlers. Everything looked pretty much sorted out for both these teams. And even if you look at the final scorecard, it was just those 6 runs which separated them. Well, that was just the kind of final that we could have expected from both these teams. And now jumping into the 2026 season, I'll straight up go to Veer, who always emphasizes himself to be also an Punjab Kings fan. So I would like to know from him, what do you think are the strengths for Punjab Kings that you can talk about heading into the 2026 season?
For the 2026 IPL, first of all, like Punjab Kings in the for the first time I've seen a Kings squad, like they have not released that many players compared to all the other auctions. In 2025 they did a major rehaul of the team, which was actually the best chance and the best thing that they ever did as of for the team. And in the mini auction, they bought Ben Washers and Cooper Connolly to fill up their overseas squads, and they bought Vishal Nishad and Praveen Dubey to finish up the squad. I am expecting a good type and aggressive type of cricket, where although there is a pressure that they want to end the trophy drought, but still, the way Punjab has been playing cricket, the aggressive and the conservative style, the balance between both is something I am looking forward to for this season. And maybe who knows, if things go right, then maybe Punjab can end the trophy drought just like RCB as well.
Yes, again, going into this season, they have pretty much the same squad, which comes out as one of their biggest strength. And in my opinion, I have to say it is the captain that is their head of the table, that is Shreyas Iyer, who's fondly known as Sarpanch Saab in the Punjab Kings. Well, he pretty much had a lot of influence on the team. And add to that, the punter, Ricky Ponting. Well, the kind of influence he had when he was leading Australia, and now when he's coaching teams and taking them to such greater heights, that just tells us that these two, that is the combination of Shreyas Iyer and Ricky Ponting, have made this team a formidable one. So now coming straight up to Pratik Bhai, where do you think is the weakness for Punjab Kings, or what do you see as a weakness which comes in as an area of concern for them?
As the team, you see, it has very less weaknesses, because all I can talk about the strengths of the team. Team is not dependent on the overseas players. Mostly, you can say the Indian core is really, really strong and confident. As you mentioned, the Sarpanch Saab, the captain, who is very confident about his team, and he knows how to bring out the best from his players. So all the Indian players like Nehal Vadera, Prab Simran is there, Priyansh Arya is there, and even Shreyas Iyer himself, all know their roles very well. And the all-rounder quota of the Punjab Kings is what the strength of the Punjab Kings, I would say, because it gives them flexibility. You never know when Marcus Stoinis will come to bat, when Marco Jansen will come to bat, and they can just shuffle their playing 11s anytime with any combination. Like all are the all-rounders. You can say Xavier Bartlett is there, Mitchell Owens is there, Cooper Connolly is there, and Marcus Stoinis, Marco Jansen, all are quality all-rounders in the world currently. So I would say there are very less weaknesses. I am not even able to think which weaknesses are there they are having. But the pace department, we can see Arshdeep Singh is there. I would like to see Vijay Kumar Vaishak and Yash Thakur get more chances in the playing 11, as team is around the team is currently focusing on Marco Jansen, Arshdeep Singh, and the third pacer, which they are rotating as of now, which should be more consistent, I would say, because sometimes in this T20 cricket, what happens is teams like to target that fifth or sixth bowler. I mean, you can cover the remaining 4 overs, the fifth bowler over with 2 all-rounders, but that last one bowler not every day your all bowlers will have good day. One can have bad day, and that's where I think Punjab Kings may fall a little bit short. Just like you said, the 6 runs margin or like that, the small gaps that Punjab Kings need to fill is that one thing only I can say.
Well, yes, again, once again, I must say that Punjab Kings, once again, they look like a team with very less weaknesses, as rightly mentioned by Pratik Bhai. And only somewhere that the last bowling option or the extra bowling options, what we can say, apart from their core bowling that they have, that is one of the area of concern. And if you ask me, well, Xavier Bartlett again is not a very tested option when it comes to IPL. So I would be very keen on watching him, how exactly he goes. Previous season, he did not get too many opportunities. And heading into this season, while we already know that Lockie Ferguson will not be available for the initial stages, it would finally come down to Xavier Bartlett to prove what he's actually got and the kind of and if you're someone who's following the BBL or the Australian domestics, you already know what Xavier Bartlett is capable of. And certainly he can be one of those bowlers to watch out for Punjab Kings. Well, and now I'll come to the champions, that is RCB. So, yes, Pratik Bhai, firstly, I'll ask you, what do you think are the strengths heading into this season for the defending champions?
Um, could you speak again? I couldn't hear your question. I think your voice was cracking. Mm.
No, I was asking Pratik Bhai that what exactly do you think are the strengths for RCB heading into this season?
Basically, why RCB has built a brilliant squad. They have made very less changes. They have just added to their strengths, I can say. Their biggest strength in last season was their batting depth. We have seen the matches where the top order has collapsed. I mean, 3 or 4 wickets have gone into 30 or 40 runs. Still, there is good batting like Romario Shepherd is there, Jitesh Sharma, Tim David are saving the batting. Even Krunal Pandya, at many instances, he has saved the batting. If you see current batting lineup, there is openers like Rajat Patidar, Virat Kohli and Phil Salt are openers. At one down, it will be, I guess, Venkatesh Iyer. I would play him over Devdutt Padikkal. Devdutt Padikkal can come in as impact player as well. At number 4 will be the captain Rajat Patidar. We have top 4 good batters, we can say. At number 5 will be Jitesh Sharma. Then Tim David will be there, or even Jacob Bethel can play. Jacob Bethel is really in good touch. Currently, he has scored a brilliant 100. So, I mean, there is what you can say, the competition for good spots, the overseas spots, which very unlikely to see that because what we had seen that the overseas slots were fixed for RCB. For many long time, we have seen ABD was there, even Chris Gale was there, and even the foreign slots were fixed. But this time they have good options like Jordan Cox has a backup for Phil Salt. Even Jacob Bethel can be backup for Tim David or Romario Shepherd, even if possible. I would like to see Jacob Bethel play in playing 11 ahead of Tim David, seeing the current form only. And after that, you will see Krunal Pandya is there at number 7. At number 8, there will be Mangesh Yadav, who can also hit big sixes. So batting till number 8 and number 9.
You
I
missed
mean,
out
it
Shepherd
is
there.
Shepherd. I counted no Tim David and
Okay,
Shepherd both at the
together.
that
Okay.
you can see the great batting depth at till number 8 and 9. So this batting is, I mean, the attacking cricket the teams have been playing. This is what their basic structure. You need batting depth. You need big hitters from the start till the end, and RCB has that all. You can say.
Yes, once again, that is exactly what held RCB together, if we have to say, in the previous season. And obviously, their biggest factor coming in the form of the bowling, that is Josh Hazelwood. Well, whenever he played, the bowling looked absolutely different altogether. And add to that the experience of Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He might have leaked runs in few matches, but again, when these two bowled in pairs, that is Josh Hazelwood and Bhuvneshwar Kumar, they hunted in pairs and they looked totally lethal. And they solved that long reigning issue which RCB had, which was their bowling. And then most of them actually mentioned that spin could be a weakness for them. But Suyash Sharma and Krunal Pandya handled that beautifully. And Krunal Pandya had one of his best seasons with the ball as well, picking up 17 wickets. And well, how many of you can forget that the amazing batting performance he put up against Delhi Capitals, where RCB was completely almost in a collapse kind of a situation. There was only Virat Kohli who was playing that anchor, and then Krunal Pandya came in and made an amazing 70 plus run knock, which helped RCB get a crucial win over the Delhi Capitals. Well, now I'll straight up come to Veer to ask that what are some the weak links or the weaknesses as such you can say about RCB heading into this season?
For RCB, I mean, they have built an incredible squad. Like, there is no such weakness I find. But because Josh Hazelwood is in, like, not clear to come for the first two matches, it is something which is a concern considering that they have bought in Jacob Duffy, but considering form and his, I've seen considering that he has not done well in Indian conditions, I am a bit worried for what us if Hazelwood's not there for the first two matches. Who will come in place and how will Jacob Duffy perform in Indian conditions based on his current form, which is not so great as of now. This is one of the only weaknesses I find in RCB's squad. As of now, there is no weakness because you have two incredible backups. I would love to see Jacob Bethel play in the playing 11, like Pratik Bhai mentioned, including Romario Shepherd as well, since he's someone who can hit big sixes. And I remember that over against Khalil Ahmed versus Chennai Super Kings. It was a very, it was a such, it was a undescribable over. But I'd love to see Romario Shepherd and Jacob Bethel in the middle order with Krunal Pandya as Tim. I feel like Tim David might need to sit out one few matches and see what the situation and understand how the situation goes accordingly. Because based on form, Romario Shepherd and Jacob Bethel are the two suited options for the middle order. And coming to the top order, you've got Jordan Cox, which is an incredible backup for Phil Salt, and that is that is where the depth comes in. That you need to have a backup for your backup as well, considering that you have a top order based of Virat Kohli, Phil Salt, Rajat Patidar, and Jitesh Sharma. So overall, there is no such weakness apart from the Jacob Duffy dilemma. Rest, it is a very good squad.
Yes, and trust me, I was there in the stadium to watch the way Shepherd actually played. That is just undescribable, the over that went ahead. Yes, Pratik, I wanted to add something.
Yes, I just wanted to add a point to V's what he has explained. RCB had really good bowling lineup as well, but the fifth bowler option can be critical this season, as we have seen. Yash Dayal is not. I mean, I don't know how much competitive cricket he has played since last few months. He has been engaged in other cases, so it will be tough. I don't know if he's joined the RCB camp or not. Rashid Dar Salam is there as their fifth bowling option. I'm saying he has less experience when the things are critical. I mean, when you have not, when you don't have Josh Hazelwood, you would be playing with Jacob Duffy. And just in the start, if some team is trying to attack them and they get successful in it, the whole bowling lineup can be under pressure. So uh, Jake, Josh Hazelwood is a really critical component of this bowling lineup, I would say. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, what he does, he is brilliant in that. He can bowl in depth, he can bowl in power play. No doubt about the two bowlers. The spin options are also good. Suyash Sharma, he bowls good, but when he gives runs, he gives a lot of runs. So it will be a difficult thing to manage. The fifth bowler, Krunal Pandya is there, Romario Shepherd is there. Four bowlers are there. I counted. The fifth option is the critical one where RCB can, I mean, impact player option is there, but it will be very critical, I would say. If any options are there, they should be very firm about it.
Well, that is again rightly mentioned as a fifth option. There is Mangesh Yadav who's present, whom RCB actually rate very, very highly, and they bought him for 5+ crores in the auction, and they rate him actually very highly. So most likely, if Yash Dayal doesn't come out to play this season, most likely it could be him who would be seen in the playing 11, who also brings in that left arm option as well. And now quickly moving next, that is, I would ask both of you. First, I'll come to Veer that give me X factor players or player from RCB and Punjab?
For RCB, the X factor I would consider would be this time Bhuvneshwar Kumar. The way considering that he has been an integral part of the RCB bowling attack, it is something that can help them turn matches around. And the second X factor for RCB would be in the all rounders based on Krunal Pandya or Romario Shepherd, because their bowling and their batting is like they have covered the bases and they can provide an extra bowling option when you need to, and they can also finish when the team is collapsing. Like Sagar Bhai mentioned earlier, that Krunal Pandya played a very good knock against BC to help RCB win, and Romario Shepherd smacked Khalil Ahmed for sixes. So these are the players which I feel can be the X factor for RCB this season. And coming to Punjab Kings, the X factor would be Arshdeep Singh, considering that he is in form right now, the way he's taking wickets. And the other X factor would be Priyansh Arya, the youngster from Delhi. He's done well, although he's not in good form because he's played domestic recently. But when things can go in his way, he can do brilliantly. I mean, and he can score centuries and he can attack the bowling of the opposition as well. So these are the players I feel can be the X factors for these teams.
Well, those I must say pretty good choices, and on their given day, all of these players have the capability to take away the match single-handedly from the opposition or from the opposition's hand. Now I'll come to Pratik Bhai. Your X factor players for both these teams, RCB and Punjab.
As Veer has mentioned, RCB's batting and all-rounders, I would say Virat Kohli can be the X factor. I know
Always.
it is very generic statement, but as I said, this year RCB will be relieved of all the pressures by. That's why I'm thinking Virat can be that gear shifter from the ball one. He would like to play explosive from the, because he's not the cricketing load is very less. He is not playing much cricket. So this time he is literally enjoying the game. So Virat Kohli, no doubt he will be my X factor. I'm not counting anyone from RCB, but Virat Kohli. And in Punjab Kings, uh, I would say I wanted to see Cooper Connolly in that playing 11, but I don't know how it fits. But the X factor, I would say Marco Jansen will be their X factor.
Yes, I mean the kind of batting form that Marco Jansen has displayed of late, he has improved his batting a lot, and obviously he can tonk those high sixes, and we already know the kind of bowling that he can display. Well, if you ask me about the X Factor players for RCB, I'm actually going ahead with their captain Rajat Patidar. We saw that he became the first captain for RCB men's team to win them the trophy. And it would be very interesting to see how he goes about in this season. He had a pretty amazing start to the season. He got to back man of the match awards against CSK and MI in their own home ground. And after that, he had a very dip in form, and he hasn't looked that good as well in domestics. So, yes, certainly I'm looking at him, and I feel that he will hold the middle order together. If he gets going, RCB's middle order, just like their top order, would be pretty much sorted out. And when it comes to Punjab Kings, I'm trusting their captain Shreyas Iyer, because we saw the match against Mumbai Indians, which was qualified to, it was almost in Mumbai's hands. But it was Shreyas Iyer innings which acted as the difference maker. He literally took out the match from nowhere and made Punjab Kings qualify into the finals after 2014. And apart from that, even we look at throughout the season, he actually led the template very well. That is to go hard from ball one. And once again, I feel both as a captain and as a batter, Shreyas Iyer would be very, very crucial for Punjab Kings. So just before we finish off, I just want to know from both of you. First, I'll go to Veer. Where do you think these teams can finish in 2026?
Based on all other factors, including the opposition, I'm going to say I have a very unique take. I am going to say Punjab will finish, but will qualify, but they'll finish between fourth and fifth this time. RCB, I'm going to say they're going to finish, but they're also going to qualify, but it will depend on how the other teams play as well and how their team combinations, how the matches go. But I predict that they will this time also be around that third to fifth bracket. Like they can come from any place from third to fifth. That is
Okay.
what my predictions are for RCB.
Okay, so he's probably kind of put them down to where they were in the 2025 season. Well, that only the season can tell. And Pratik Bhai, now with your opinion, where do you think the teams would finish?
But I see both of them qualifying for the playoffs. I can't say this much only, not about
Okay.
rankings.
Okay, well, that is once again a good
What do you
option.
think where they will finish?
Well, I feel the top two once again pretty much looks confirmed for both of these two teams because saying that the combination is pretty much same. Only thing is if there are no injuries that happens to their core group, I pretty much say and stand with the opinion that once again the top two would be RCB and Punjab only. So yes, I think we have pretty much covered everything for both of these teams. And thank you, Veer, and thank you, Pratik Bhai, for joining in for this preview that we had for our finalist of last year, that is RCB and Punjab. Wishing both of these teams the best of luck. And once again, RCB fans, be happy because your team is coming in as the defending champions. And for Punjab Kings as well, I'm very sure they might have not had the finish with the trophy, but their fans would be very, very happy with the consistent cricket they had shown. And obviously, that also gives them some faith that this season could also be very, very special for them. So, do subscribe to our Sports Zenify and also tune into our Instagram channel because there as well we are bringing you interesting trivias about IPL and some interesting quizzes as well about players as to who represented and about their stats as well. So do tune into our Instagram channel as well and do subscribe to Sports Zenify and give that like button to this video as well. Thank you, everyone.